The upper stretch of the St. Mary River in southeastern British Columbia is a part of river that is only accessible by boat. This section not only contains beautiful West Slope cutthroat trout for the fishermen, but also has Class 3 waters for the outdoor enthusiast. It's late August, and Kelly Latch of the St. Mary Angler is guiding me today as we take you sport fishing on the fly. You know, there's one river in the East Kootenay that you just can't pass up, and it just happened to work out. I had a day off, and you had a day off, Kelly, and we decided to go in the upper St. Mary River. We've done shows in the St. Mary before, but never this stretch on the upper St. Mary.
Right. Thanks
for taking the time and having the day off that coincided with my day off, which doesn't happen very often.
No.
We're pretty busy.
No, we're both pretty busy guys right now.
Yeah. So tell me about the St. Mary.
All year it's been fishing wonderfully. We've had very high water this year, and that's created some interesting problems for us, but we're looking now, this is late August, and we're starting to get into some much better water conditions and weather conditions. As you can see, it looks like we got a bright sunny day ahead of us. It looks like it's going to be fantastic.
This should be really good. We got West Slope cutthroat.
Yep.
We also got hybrids too in here, right?
Yeah, we have some hybrids, some rainbow cutthroat hybrids, and there should be a lot of fun to fish for.
Yeah.
Fight like a rainbow and take like a cutthroat.
Yeah, so. But you know, it's a West Slope cutthroat that everybody comes for because you do get to see the take, and they're such a beautiful fish.
They really are, and they're a real joy to fish for.
So mostly dry fly fishing today?
Pretty much all dry. I don't think, at this time of the year, we don't particularly like to put a nymph on unless we absolutely have to.
Well, you got hoppers out. There's some stoneflies we've seen coming off.
Right.
Mayflies, although today's pretty sunny for a mayfly day.
That's right.
Caddis, everything else?
I think we can fish for almost anything, but I think we're probably going to stay with a lot of big attractors today.
Okay.
That seems to work best in the bright sunny days. So.
Right on.
All right.
Okay, well, don't go away. We'll be right back with the start of the upper St. Mary River.
All right.
Good.
It's the same as always. Go big or go home, right?
Well, we've had a little trouble.
Back to the Truck's Tarantula.
A little trouble hooking up. We've gone everything here. We've gone small, we've gone bigger.
Yeah. Climb down right inside the boat, Granny, and then that way you can get in there and you can land this guy.
Well, fishing out of a new type of boat here.
Yeah.
What's this called? What's the make of this?
Yeah, these boats are made by a company called Moravia, and they're called their Spider, and they're pretty phenomenal boats. They allow us to lift them up, grab them upside down, Granny. There you go.
There he goes. Gone.
Wow.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Well, it's a start.
I want to have them show them the bug there. Eh?
Yeah.
Want to give them a little look on that bug?
Well, you were getting a little bit frustrated because we're having trouble hooking up.
Yeah.
And you said we got to get something bigger on there, and this has never failed for you on the river.
No.
There's a good look at it there.
We worked it over, but try with the tarantula upstream and you'll probably get one up here. Just quarter it upstream. Right on that edge out there. Gotta watch out for them wasps. Sorry,
watch
buddy.
out for you.
Well, I'm dangerous too, but you've got to watch out for those wasps more than me. Run a little shorter line and you'll get better control. There you go. No perceivable hatches today.
Nothing yet, anyway.
Nothing yet. So.
Well, sunny day too, so you don't expect
All right, let's slow down. Let's try this other side where We haven't
Okay.
tried fishing on that side yet, okay? So let's roll over there. See if we pick one up over here, okay?
Yeah, looks like some nice structure.
Just
So we got
on
a
the tail.
big bug on right now.
Truck's tarantula. Yeah, great bug for that. Rubber legs going everywhere and kind of fun to fish with.
Another good fly for here, obviously with all the wood, would be ant patterns and stuff.
Yeah, ants and beetle patterns at this time of the year in August are usually starting to become pretty effective. But cutthroats are, there we go. New poles. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Average fish for the Mary, that'll be nice, eh?
Yeah.
Not a big one, but a nice fish. Hot.
But you know what? It's only been a couple minutes since we caught the last one, so
I know, isn't it unreal?
the confidence level
Changing.
well, it's getting high again. Yeah.
Just a nice little fish for the Mary.
Yeah. West Slope Cutthroat, nicely colored. I'm just gonna, kind of a long way to reach down here, so we're not gonna get too much closer to this guy. Just gonna flip him off. See if he'll come back to play here. Come on, you. Okay. These boats are so stable.
It's pretty nice, isn't it?
Yep.
You can't get him. Just
can't.
pick him up.
There he
Oh,
goes.
there he goes.
I
Good
just got him
job.
enough that he got off.
Finally shook it off.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, well, you gotta
Well,
get
that
used to
wasn't
the
long.
way
Looks
down.
like we found the bug.
We
Finally, eh?
Truck's tarantula.
Truck's tarantula.
Yeah. Sitting up nice and high. It's easy to see, too.
Yeah,
Seems how somebody forgot his polarized glasses.
that's right. For anybody who's ever forgot polarized glasses, the Truck's tarantula is the answer.
Good. Wow, they're coming on. That's a very good thing.
All right, let's go see if we can catch a few more.
Twitching them, too. Moving.
Yanking and cranking.
Yeah.
We call that yanking and cranking.
There we go. Well, you knew he was going to be in the good spot there.
Yeah, it was a great seam, wasn't it? You swung in through there.
And you just finished saying, there's got to be one there.
There's got to be a fish there. Ooh, trout with an attitude.
Big time attitude, yeah. Yeah.
Whoa,
Or
it's
if
acting more
or if it's got a little rainbow
rainbowish
in 'em, yeah.
than anything else.
I think it doesn't look all that big.
No,
We're
but
talking
he's
the
just a little tough little dude.
12 to 13 inch. Yeah, you can
That's so
tell.
much fun fishing light rods like this for these fish when they're like this, you know, because even a smaller fish feels wonderful.
Well, we should talk about the setup that we are using today.
Right.
Since how you mentioned it. And I've got an 8-foot 3-weight that I'm using right now, and I also got an 8.5-foot 4-weight strung up. And that just seems to be about perfect for here.
Oh, that's a wonderful little cutthroat.
He's all cut too, not hybrid.
No, he's
Oh.
not, no hybrid.
Well, I don't know, he's got a little bit of purple on him, maybe. Hard to say. So what about leaders? What are we using for leaders here?
We're using about 9 or 10 foot leaders with down to 5X. And probably 2 feet of 5X tippet on the end.
Wet
You
fly
don't
powder.
lose that. Shake and
my-
bake there.
A dry fly powder,
That's right.
which has been critical too. Yeah,
That was good.
it's going good.
I think there's another one in there.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll keep at it.
Try
This is-
one more, okay?
This is good. I bet you wish you were fishing.
No, actually, I'm just doing the guide thing, and I'm quite happy with it being that.
All right. Finally, a little walk and wade.
It's happening. It's taken
Right.
us a while, but we're finally picking up some fish. Slow day today, but it's but we've managed to work on it.
Yeah, we went through those first two. We went for about an hour and a half without anything, and then we went through 2 fish real quick. Caught a bunch of little ones.
Yeah.
And we came along this nice long run here, and actually had quite a few hits.
Yes, we
And
did.
no takes.
Yes. And a
Somebody's
bad
a little-
knot by your guide
Oh yeah.
caused
Chalk
you
it
to
up.
lose a fish. So
Yeah, I don't feel so bad after losing 3 before that.
there you go.
That's a nice
That's
sized
more like
fish.
a St. Mary's fish, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you
Good
bet.
job.
There he goes. Gets off
Perfect.
just like that. Perfect release.
Well, keep working
Right on.
up this. We'll see you catch a few more.
You know, if we pan over a little bit, you can see the water's all murked up because there's a run that's
taking precedence up there? And
Yeah,
it's cutting away a bank?
Yeah, it's leaching off of a bank and cutting into the clay, and that's coloring the river below us.
Yeah, what's that going to do to us the rest of the day?
Well, it's probably going to slow things down a little bit, but on the banks, if that can be case, but we'll keep dealing with it.
Okay.
You got the biggest bug I have out there, so
That's working.
It'll catch fish.
Yeah, we're turning fish.
Okay.
That's the main thing.
This week on the bench, I'm going to tie you the rubber-legged tractor. Now this fly incorporates all the best features of popular attractor patterns like the tourist tarantula and the Madam X. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. We're going to tie the rubber-legged tractor on a TMC 2302 size 8 hook. We'll use some UTC 140 white thread, some red pheasant crest for the tail, some red floss for the body, some white calf tail for the wing, some green crystal flash for the overwing. For the collar, we'll put in some deer hair, some caribou hair for the head, and some white rubber legs as the legs. To start the fly off, I've tied on my thread, and we're going to take some red pheasant crest, and we're going to measure it up just for a nice short tail off the back and tie it in for the tail. I've taken a strip of my red floss, and I'm just going to tie it in, and I like to tie it in over the length of the hook just to build up a bit of the body, give it some fullness to the body. And I'll bring my thread back up to about halfway up the hook, and we'll start wrapping in our body and make a nice thick red floss body. I've taken some white calf tail and clipped it, and now I'm going to put it on for the wing, and then what I want to do is extend this back as long as the tail is, just so the wing reaches to the back of the tail, and tie it in for wing. I've taken about 6 strands of my green crystal flash, and again I'm going to measure it up as an overwing, and just as long as the wing, and tie it right on top of that calf tail wing you just put in. Now I like to put a small collar in of deer hair, and I'm just going to measure it up about half the length of the wing, and put it on top of the fly. Do a couple loose wraps and then snug it up, and it just forms a nice little collar on the fly. After I have the collar tied in, I'm going to take my white rubber leg material and tie on some rubber legs, and 2 on each side. We'll put a couple on this side, and we'll turn it around and go to the other side and put another set on that side. Now that the legs are tied in, I'm going to take some of my white caribou. Now this caribou is a real nice substitute to the deer hair for spinning in. It's real fluffy and it makes a real nice head. So I'm going to put it on the fly, just in front of those rubber legs, towards the eyelet, and wrap around, and you can see it just poofs right out. It's just beautiful material to work with. All we're going to do now is actually keep proceeding, spinning in our caribou until we reach the front of the eyelet. We'll whip finish off, and then we'll trim the caribou after. And the nice thing after is when we trim this caribou, we'll have a real nice spun caribou head, and these legs, these rubber legs, will actually stick out to the side, as you'll see when we're finished. I've just finished spinning my caribou all the way to the end, and I've whip finished off the fly. Now what we're going to do is trim this head down with our scissors to make it look like a real nice spun caribou head, and we'll take it out of the vise and start trimming. Now that I've got the head all nice and trimmed down and fairly flat, I've trimmed it fairly flat on the top and the bottom. Just going to push my rubber legs forward, trim them to length. I want them to be about 1 inch, 1.5 inches long, and the back legs just as long as the hook, just so they're past the wing. And there it is, the finished rubber-legged tractor. Rubber-legged tractors are a tougher tie, and a lot of people tell me they don't like to tie them. But if you have this one attractor pattern in your box, you won't need any others.
guy.
Little fella.
But that's not a bad thing, though, is it?
No, that's a very, very good thing. Fish that size, if you're fishing a river and you don't catch a few fish this size, it usually means that the stream has got an inordinate large number of bigger fish, which doesn't bode well for the future population because little fish turn into big fish.
Right.
It's important that a stream have a variety of sizes, with the highest number of fish obviously being the smaller ones.
And well, we're proving that right now because we're catching quite a few smaller ones.
I know we are.
And we even caught a little brookie too.
We did.
We
We
got
got a
brookies
brook
in
trout,
here.
yeah.
And there's hybrids in here too, right?
Yeah, we got hybrid rainbow cutthroats in here. So that's a pretty interesting fish to catch as well. They got all the take of a cutthroat and the fight of a rainbow, which
Yeah, they come out of the water.
which yeah, they do. They
Best
come
of
out
both worlds or something like that.
Yeah, it is the
Yeah.
best of both worlds.
Okay, this is a neat little pocket right here. We're just working our way in up to what we think is the honey hole part
Well,
of
it
it.
looks beautiful. You know, we as we swung by with the boat, we caught rolled a couple really nice fish on the top end of it.
Slide on there. Now you're twitching this bug lots too, or I'm twitching it, but because you're telling me to. So there's a mover.
Yeah, we call that a shake and baker. It moves fast and we want it to twitch. It has rubber legs on it. A tarantula, we call that a tux tarantula. And
There we go. Another little guy. As soon as you move it though, it's just they're so attracted to the move. Oh,
yeah,
got
the
off.
second they touch it, the second you give it a little pull in the water, they climb on it. And it's because there is so much movement to it.
Now the way we've been moving it too, you told me like don't give it good strips, just lift the rod tip
Yeah,
up.
pop the tip up. If you pull the rod sideways and jerk it sideways, what happens is it actually drags the line underwater and pulls it down. Whereas if you pop the fly straight up with the rod tip up, what happens is the line is being always lifted off the line. It's never being pulled along or under the line, under
Yeah.
the water, I should say.
Does a good job of it. Well, let's see. Come on, where's the big guy? A little bit bigger guy.
Here we go.
Out in the honey.
Here we go.
Yeah, we're just coming up to it. What do you call this area?
We call this the S-bends. They're a class 3 set of rapids in here. A lot of fun. There you go. That's not bad.
That's a nice size fish.
Well, that's big for today. We've had we had a fairly slow day today.
Yep.
Good job.
It's been a slow day. We've worked for it.
We've worked hard for it.
It's okay. It's a day off.
Well, now we get a
Yeah,
little. Now we get a little taste of whitewater. That should make the game a whole bunch more interesting.
That's why we have the life jackets on.
That's right.
In case anybody's wondering.
That's right.
Of course, if we pick a fish up now, it wouldn't be fair to the fish because he's going to change about a mile of area code. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to put this away and let's go have some fun.
All right.
Well, you know, we've had a pretty good day today, actually.
It has.
We haven't caught a lot of fish.
No.
It's been slow, but I enjoy fishing with you, Cal.
So do I. I think it's a lot of fun. We don't get a chance to get days off, and when we do get a day, look at the size. Oh, now that's more like what the Mary can produce, right? Look at that beautiful cutthroat.
So let me ask you,
Okay.
what does fishing mean to you?
Fishing to me,
Yep.
fishing means a day off, a day out in the water, and that's probably the happiest I am is when I'm out here like this and get the opportunity to catch fish like that.
Look at that beauty. That's what we're expecting to catch today.
Yeah, every day I want to catch these guys. Whoa, I call that the Don Freshie release.
Yeah, because he's not here. We can
That's
call
right.
it that. All right. Well, good way to end the day off here. Nice west slope cutthroat. Slide in the water here. Oh, beauty. Look at this guy. Oh, healthy fish. So the end of the day here, we've gone to an Adams as opposed to some of the big hardware we've been throwing all day long. And took it on the bottom lip here. Pop it out. There we go. There he goes, just like that. Kaboom. Well, Kelly, another excellent day of fishing on the St. Mary River. We've had a lot more productive days of fishing on the
Yes.
St. Mary River. This was probably the toughest day I've ever had here. But still, it was a lot of fun. We caught some nice sized fish and caught lots of little fish and went lots of time without catching any fish.
That shows you what kind of fishery it really is. You know, that even on a day when we would class this as a poor fishing day, we still rolled, what, 20 fish, something like that? At least rolled maybe that.
Way more than that, probably.
But
yeah.
to hand, we only probably got 10 10,
10 or
15,
15, yeah,
something like
something like
that,
that, yeah.
which is on any other day is considered, on any other river is usually normally a pretty good time.
Yeah.
But here, that's considered pretty slow.
Yeah.
Yes, so. But it was a lot of fun still. And we saw some really beautiful cuts.
Yeah.
We got to catch some fish in a spot I bet you not very few people get a chance to fish, and right in the middle of those Class 3 rapids.
That's right, yeah.
That's a pretty exciting little run through there, which
Yeah.
is also really fun.
For the
and,
price of admission, you get the roller coaster
that's
ride
right.
too.
That's right. That's what you get when you run that upper stretch of the rivers.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Thanks again.
You bet.
Appreciate it. Always enjoy fishing with you and getting all the tips
Same
and
here.
all that kind of stuff. Enjoys being out with a guide.
Thank you.
Yeah, when you come to the wild, make sure you take care, conserve the waters. The St. Mary River there's catch and release areas on it. There's areas where there's one fish you're allowed to keep. It's fly fishing only, so you got to
That's right.
make sure you check your rigs.
Yep.
Yeah, see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly.